Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about chain rule. As we have studied chain rule in the case of a function with one variable, the same thing has been extended in the case of function of two variables or more than that. So, how you are going to define chain rule for function of two variables? Suppose if you are having a function, say f of xy, and here x is dependent on u and v, y is also dependent on u and v, that is x is given by a function phi of uv. That means this is an equation involving variables u and v, and y is a function involving variables u and v. Then how are you going to find the derivative? That is the question. Remember, your f depends on x and y, but x and y are dependent on u and v. Therefore, u and v are the independent variables. Based on that independent variable, your x and y depends. Based on x and y, your f of xy depends. So we know that the rate of change of a function occurs with respect to the rate of change in the independent variables. So how you are going to differentiate this? Very simple. So this is your f, okay, and your f is dependent on what? X and y, okay. So this is x and y. Your f is dependent on x and y, fine. X and y, but x and y is dependent on u and v. And as I said, your function, the derivative, the rate of change of f depends on rate of change of u and v. So since there are two variables are there, I cannot totally differentiate this, right? Because rate of change of u also makes changes in x and y, because your x and y both contains u and v. All right. So rate of change of u also makes changes in x and y. Hence, there will be a change in f. Rate of change of v also make changes in x and y. Therefore, there is a change in f. So that means the rate of change of u also makes changes in f. Rate of change of v also makes changes in f. Therefore, I have to partially differentiate this. When you are partially differentiating, you know that you'll keep one independent variable as constant. In the case of two variables, you'll differentiate with respect to the other variable. So let me differentiate f with respect to u. So that gives you partial derivative of f with respect to u. That is given by dou f by dou u, because we are partially differentiating. But remember, your f is not directly dependent on u and v. So your f is dependent on x as well as y. So how you're going to differentiate? Yes, differentiate f with respect to x. Differentiate f with respect to x and your x with respect to u. Your x with respect to u. So dou f by dou x into dou x by dou u. That gives you differentiation of f with respect to x into differentiation of x with respect to u. Partially differentiating, because your x contains two independent variables. So while differentiating with respect to x, right, in x you have to keep v term as constant. Now plus differentiate f with respect to y into differentiate y with respect to u. Remember, while differentiating with respect to y, right, you have to keep your v as constant. So what is the partial derivative of f with respect to u? It's very simple. So what is the partial derivative of f with respect to u? It's very simple. What do you have to do? F with respect to x, differentiation partial derivative of f with respect to x, and multiplied by x with respect to u, because your x contains u. So you have to differentiate partially x with respect to u. Why you have to do partially? because x contains two variables. So you have to keep one of them as constant. Why you have to write partially with respect to x? Because f contains two variables, x and y. Okay. Now, as usual, we know that while differentiating f with respect to x, we'll keep y as constant. Okay. Now, similarly, plus partial derivative of f with respect to y, that gives you dou f by dou y, into partial derivative of y with respect to u. Right? While differentiating f with respect to y, you'll keep x as constant. And while differentiating y with respect to u, you'll keep v as constant. That gives you partial derivative of f with respect to u. See, if you cross this, what do you get? Dou f, dou u, same thing. Dou f, dou u. Okay. You cannot do that, but that is an idea to see how you're finding. Next, how to differentiate f with respect to another variable v. So we have differentiated f with respect to u. Now let us differentiate f with respect to u. V. How you are going to differentiate that? That's very simple. As usual, as we have done u by the same way. F with respect to x, x with respect to v. Partial derivative of f with respect to x. While differentiating f with respect to x, you'll keep y as constant, and partially differentiate x with respect to v. While differentiating with respect to v, you'll keep u as constant. See here. Then how you're going to plus partial derivative of f with respect to y, right, into partial derivative of y with respect to v. Okay. So while differentiating f with respect to y, your x will be constant. While differentiating y with respect to v, your u will be constant. So this is what the formula for chain rule in the case of two variables, right? When your f is function of two variables and those two variables are functions of two independent variables. So this is how you have to differentiate, right? How you are going to differentiate? First, with respect to one variable, dou f by dou u is equal to dou f by dou x into dou x by dou u plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou u. That gives you first one. All right. Next, dou f by dou v is given by dou f into dou f by dou x into dou x by dou v plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou v. That gives you partial derivative of f with respect to v. So this is what a chain rule is. Now suppose you are having three independent variables u, v, w. That is, f is a function of x and y, but x and y are functions of three variables. Then how you are going to differentiate? That means you are having one more variable here, w. Let us say w. So first you have to find f with respect to u, then you have to find f derivative of v, f with respect to v, then derivative of f with respect to w in the same manner as we have found this one. So how? Dou f by dou u is equal to dou f by dou x into dou x by dou u plus dou f by dou dou y into dou y by dou u. That gives you first one. Next, second one, dou f by dou v is given by dou f by dou x into dou x by dou v plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou v. That gives you second one. Next, because there is a another independent variable, dou f by dou w will come, right? That is dou f by dou x into dou x by dou w plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou w. That gives you last one. So this is how you have to differentiate depending on the number of independent variables, right? Now we'll see the same formula for three variables. Suppose your f is dependent on three variables, but your x is dependent on u and v. How you are going to differentiate? So your f is dependent on x, y, z, x, y, z, but your x, y, z are dependent on u and v. So here z is missing. Z equal to some eta into uv, u comma v. Write down that one. Right? U and v. How you are going to differentiate this? As usual, same method. Your independent variables are only u and v. All others are dependent on them. So that's why you have to differentiate with respect to u and v. So dou f by dou v, dou u is equal to dou f by, how you are going to differentiate? Dou f by dou x into dou x by dou u. That gives you first one, right? Plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou u, right? Second term, plus dou f by dou z, because there is a third term in f, third variable, right? So dou f by dou z into dou z by dou u. That will be your third term of the dou f by dou u. Next, after this, you are having one more independent variable v. How you are going to find it? Yes, dou f by dou v, dou f by dou v is given by dou f by dou x into dou x by dou v plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou v plus dou f by dou z into dou z by dou v. You have to differentiate like this, right? When compared to this, you are getting one more term here because f contains one more variable, that is z. So dou f by dou z into dou z by dou u, dou f by dou z into dou z by dou v. Similarly, one more extra term here. That's it. Okay. Now suppose your function is dependent on x, y, z, and you are having x and x, y, z, which are dependent on three independent variables u, v, w. Then how you are going to differentiate? Yes, same thing. In addition to this, you are having one more variable, independent variable. As usual, as you have done this one, by the same way you have to do. Dou f by dou x, dou f by dou u is equal to dou f by dou x into dou x by dou u plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou u plus dou f by dou z into dou z by dou u. That is your first term. Right? Next, dou f by dou v is given by dou f by dou x into dou x by dou v plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou v, dou f by dou z into dou z by dou v. That is your second term, right? Remember, your f contains all three variables x, y, z, so you have to differentiate all of them. Next, dou f by dou w is equal to dou f by dou x into dou x by dou u plus dou f by dou y into dou y by dou w plus dou f by dou z into dou z by dou w. That gives you last term, right? So this is how you have to differentiate depending on the number of variables in the given function as well as number of independent variables. Depending on that, you have to differentiate and you have to apply the corresponding chain rule. All right? Let's move on to the next one. Total derivative. What is meant by total derivative? It's a differential. Total derivative is a differential of the function f of xy, which is given by the df is equal to, because your f is dependent on x and y, the rate of change of x also makes changes in f, rate of change of y also makes changes in f. So df, that is total derivative, not partial. Unlike here, df, total derivative df is equal to differentiate f with respect to x into dx plus differentiate f with respect to y into dy. That gives you total derivative of the function f of xy. So it's a differential, right, of the function f of xy, total differential. Now similarly, suppose your f is a function of x and y, but x and y are functions of t. a single variable. So your f is a function of x and y, but x and y are functions of t. So you are having only one variable, right? One independent variable, that is t. So partial derivative of f with respect to t is not needed because there is no another variable to keep that one as a constant. So we are differentiating only with respect to t. Therefore, it is full derivative, that is total derivative df by dt, right? Because you are having only one independent variable t, df will come, right? So what is the derivative of this df by dt? Df by dt is equal to, remember your f is a function of two variables. So you cannot differentiate at a time two of them. You have to keep one of them and you have to differentiate with respect to other. So you have to use partial because you are partially differentiating it, right? So dou f by dou x into, now you have to differentiate x with respect to t because x is a function dependent on t. But remember your x is a function of only t alone. So you don't have any other variable to keep that one as constant. Hence, you'll not get partial differentiation. You'll get total derivative. Differentiate x with respect to t, that is dx by dt, right? Next, plus dou f by dou y into, your y is also a function of t alone. Therefore, the rate of change of t makes complete change in y, right? Into dy by dt. So what is your formula? Df by dt is equal to dou f by dou x into dx by dt. Why you are writing total derivative? Because your x is function of one variable only, right? Plus dou f by dou y into dy by dt, because your y is a function of t alone, whereas f is a function of two variables. That's why we are writing partially, because we are differentiating with respect to only one variable by keeping the other one as constant. Okay. Now, similarly, the total derivative of a function involving three variables, x, y, z, right? And your t is the independent variable. Here z is also missing. Z is equal to some eta t. Z equal to some eta t. Then what is the answer? Very simple. Dou f by here your t is the only independent variable. You will get df by dt is equal to dou f by dou x into dou x by dx by dt, because x completely depends on t, plus dou f by dou y into dy by dt plus dou f by dou z into dz by dt. That is your total derivative formula for function of three variables. Now with this, we'll solve few problems, right? Now find the total derivative of the function u is equal to this. So they are given u is equal to this. So your u is dependent on x, y, z. X, y, z. And we know what is the total derivative formula, right? When you are having a function involving two or three variables, right? This can be extended for three variables, f of x, y, z. What is that? df is equal to dou f by dou x into dx plus dou f by dou y into dy plus dou f by dou z into dz. That is the total derivative or total differential of the given function. So your function is u. Therefore, du is equal to dou u by dou x into dx plus dou u by dou y into dy plus dou u by dou z into dz. That gives you the total derivative. Now here we need dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou u by dou z, which can be found by partially differentiating one with respect to x, y, z. So what is the partial derivative of u with respect to x? Here y is constant when you're differentiating with respect to x. So derivative of x square is 2xy plus, here y and z both are constants. Therefore derivative of this is 0. Here z square is constant partial derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So simply you will get 2xy plus z square. Next, what is the partial derivative of u with respect to y? When you are differentiating with respect to y, your x and z are constants. So though u by though y is equal to x square is constant, that will remain as it is. Derivative of y is 1 plus derivative of y square is 2y and z is constant. So 2yz. Derivative of z square x, both are constants. Therefore, this is 0. Next, partial derivative of u with respect to z. When you are differentiating with respect to z, your x and y should be treated as constant. Now, here x, y both are constant. So this is a constant term. Derivative of constant is 0. Now here y square is constant. Derivative of z is 1. So y square becomes. Next, derivative of z square is 2z and x is constant. So 2zx. Now substitute all these in the given in this one. That gives you total differential of your given function u. Okay, so this is your total differential. Now similarly, find dz by dt if z equal to x to the power of y, where x equal to sine t, y is equal to cos t, at t equal to pi by 2. So they are given a function z. Your z is dependent on x and y, and your x and y is dependent on t. See, x and y are dependent on t. So what is dz by dt? Because you are having only one variable, one independent variable, we can find the total derivative. So dz by dt is equal to, remember your z is function of two variable, therefore you have to differentiate partially. But whereas x and y are function of t, so we can differentiate totally. Now, how you are going to differentiate? Dz by dt is equal to dou z by dou x into dx by dt plus dou z by dou y into dy by dt. That is the total derivative formula which we have learned. Right? Now, they are given z equal to x to the power of y. Let us differentiate this to get dou z by dou x and dou z by dou y. Right? So when you are partially differentiating with respect to x, your y is constant. Therefore, this is of the form x to the power of constant, like x to the power of n. What is the derivative of x to the power of n? We know that it is n into x to the power of n minus 1. So by that result, this is of the form dou z by dou x equal to y into x to the power of y minus 1. Okay. Now let us differentiate this with respect to y. When you are differentiating with respect to y, your x is constant. So this is of the form a to the power of x. What is the derivative of a to the power of x? Standard formula. Yes, it is a to the power of x into log a. So by that result, since your x is constant, this is of the form a to the power of x. So a to the power of x itself comes, that is x to the power of y, into log a. Here base is what? X. So log x will come. Derivative of a to the power of x is what? Derivative of a to the power of x is equal to a to the power of x into log a. Am I right? A to the power of x into log a. Apply that formula here. In place of a, you are having x. In place of x, you are having y. Make the changes. So you'll get this much. So we got dou z by dou x and dou z by dou y. Similarly, find dx by dt and dy by dt. What is your x? Sin t. Therefore, dx by dt is equal to cos t. And what is your dy by dt? Minus sin t. After getting all this, substitute in this. So your dz by dt is equal to y into x to the power of y minus 1 into cos t plus x to the power of y log x into minus sin t. But remember, you are differentiating with respect to t. So your answer should be in terms of t only. So substitute for y x. What is your x? Sin t. What is your y? Cos t. Substitute them. Right? What is your y? Cos t. X sin t to the power of y cos t minus 1 into cos t plus x sin t to the power of y cos t into log sin t multiplied by minus sin t. Now this, simplify this. Cos t into cos t is cos square t into sine to the power of cos t minus 1 of t minus sin t to the power of cos t into sin t to the power of 1. If you add the power, you will get sin to the power of cos t plus 1 of t log sin t. But we have to find this at which point? At t equal to pi by 2. We have to find the total derivative at pi by 2. Now substitute t equal to pi by 2 in this. So you'll get cos square pi by 2 into sin to the power of cos pi by 2 minus 1 of pi by 2 minus sin to the power of cos pi by 2 plus 1 of pi by 2 into log of sin pi by 2. Now what is your sin pi by 2? 1. So log 1 is 0. 0 into anything is 0. Right? What is your cos pi by 2? 0. 0 square is 0. 0 into anything is 0. So answer is 0. That's how you have to find the total derivative. Now let us find out one more. Your z is dependent on x and y, and your x and y are dependent on one variable t. So find dz by dt. Very easy. So how you are going to find? Dz by dt is equal to dou z by dou x into dx by dt plus dou z by dou y into dy by dt. Find all of them using this. Z equal to x square plus y to the power of minus 2. So what is the partial derivative of z with respect to x? When you are differentiating with respect to x, your y is constant. Therefore, derivative of x square is 2x plus derivative of y to the power of minus 2 is minus 2 into y to the power of minus 3. Am I right? No. Derivative of y is 0 because y is constant when you are differentiating with respect to x partially. So when you are differentiating z with respect to y, your x is constant. So derivative of x square is 0 plus this is of the form y to the power of n. Derivative of y to the power of n is n into y to the power of n minus 1. By that, y to the power of minus 2, derivative of that is minus 2 into y to the power of minus 3. If you send y to the power of minus 3 to denominator, that becomes y cube. So minus 2 by y cube. We similarly partially differentiate this with respect to t. Here, product of two function is there, so you have to apply product rule. What is that? Keep e to the power of t as it is. What is the derivative of cos t? Minus sin t plus keep cos t as it is. What is the derivative of e to the power of t? E to the power of t. In both of them, e to the power of t is common, so you'll get cos t minus sin t. Now differentiate this with respect to t. Because you are having only one independent variable, you'll get total derivative. We are not differentiating partially. Partially will be used when there is more than one variable, and if we have kept one variable as constant, right? One or more variable as constant. Dy by dt is equal to derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of log t is 1 by t. Substitute all of this in this equation. You'll get this much. Now remember, you are differentiating with respect to t, so your answer must be dependent on t. Therefore, substitute what is your x. Your x is e to the power of t into cos t. What is your y? Your y is 1 plus log t. Substitute and simplify. This gives you the answer for dz by dt. Now similarly, if you're having a function u is equal to e to the power of x into sin y, where x equal to log t, y is equal to t square, find du by dt. Remember, your u is a function of x and y, whereas x and y are function of t. Therefore, you'll get partial derivative of u with respect to x and y, whereas you'll get full derivative, that is total derivative with respect to t for x and y. So du by dt is equal to dou u by dou x into dx by dt plus dou u by dou y into dy by dt. Your job is to find out what are these. Your u is a function of e to the power of x, x and y. Now differentiate this with respect to x. When you are differentiating with respect to x, your sin y is constant. So what is the derivative of e to the power of x? Very simple, e to the power of x. Similarly, when you are differentiating with respect to y, your x is constant. So e to the power of x remains as it is. Here e to the power of x remains as it is. E to the power of x remains as it is. Derivative of sin y is cos y. And here, when you are differentiating with respect to x, your e to the power of x into sin y. That remains as it is. Here sin y is missing. Here e to the power of x is missing. Okay. Now partially differentiate this with respect to t. So dx by dt is equal to derivative of log t is 1 by t. Derivative of y is 2t. Right? Substitute them. Here you have to make all those changes here. Right? Substitute and simplify. That gives you the answer. Okay. This is also not correct. Make the correction. Just substitute. What is your dou u by dou x? E to the power of x into sin y. Okay, sin y. And what is your dx by dt? 1 by t. Plus, what is your dou u by dou t? Dou u by dou y, e to the power of x into cos y. What is your dy by dt? 2t. So in both of them, e to the power of x is common. Take it out. You'll get sin y by t plus cos y into 2 cos y into t. Substitute for y and x. What is your x? Log t, and y t square. You'll get that much. Right? Now the next one is find dz by dt if z equal to x square y plus xy square plus 3xy. Again, z is function of x and y, and your x is function of t. And you have to find at t equal to 1. As usual, your dz by dt is equal to dou z by dou x into dx by dt plus dou z by dou y into dy by dt. Find it using this, using the given terms, and substitute at the end t equal to 1. That gives you the answer for this. Now, I've given few problems. You work out and write them as assignment. We'll continue. Thank you.